Hello everybody, so final instruction video today from Chef Groom. One thing I wanted to start with was think about soups for lunch as well. They can be really good. I know some of the year sixes last year were bringing in like warm flasks of soup, and particularly as the weather gets colder, moving into winter, you might want a warmer lunch. So soup is something really, really easy to cook and prepare, and it lasts forever. We do soups and then we just freeze it, and then we can just get them out on the day, heat them up in the morning, and then put them straight into one of these. They will definitely last till lunchtime. I always take this with me whenever we go and do visits anywhere. If you want me to show you how to make any soups, I certainly can. Ask me, but I don't want to overload you with things of me in the kitchen, just because I don't want to bore you really, of just seeing my face. So let me know if you do want me to do that, but if not, just have a look at different soups you can make and have a go. They're so simple and get so much goodness into your body. So the last thing I'm going to do is an egg mayo sandwich. So these eggs, as you can see, I've just gone and got from the girls outside, so they are freshly laid today. Now, interesting fact about eggs you might not know: when you get eggs from the supermarket, they're normally about 3 weeks old when you've already got them, and then they've normally got a shelf life of 3 weeks on them, so they last for about 6 weeks. Fresh eggs like this, they don't poach particularly well unless you've had them in the fridge for a few days, because when you drop them in the water, like this like misty cloud comes, like something from Harry Potter. But yeah, just interesting egg fact for you. So they're fresh eggs like this are brilliant for frying or scrambled eggs, but poaching they need to take a bit longer. For making egg mayo sandwiches, they're great though, because they sit in their own little casing and they cook up. So just amazing. All you need is a kettle that's boiled. I've already done that so that there wouldn't be a hissing in the background for you. Then a pan, which I've just cleaned out. All you need to have is the eggs in the pan. Add your boiling water. I always do this, the eggs are pretty much completely covered. You can see that's really hot. Let's just angle you down. And then get them on the hob. Can you still see me? Yes, you can still see me on the hob. A thing with, if ever you cook anything on the hob as well, always have the handle facing out from the centre of it onto a work surface, never out in front of you. And the reason for that is, just as another safety thing, I put that on the back, but if you had it facing out here and you move past it, you can knock it and you can burn yourself really badly. So just as a safety thing, if you're ever going to do anything on a hob, make sure the handles are facing down the work surfaces, not into the centre of the hob, or towards the back, so that you know they're completely out of the way and the handles aren't going to get so hot, so they're not over the other hobs. So I'm just going to put that on now. What you need to do is get that to a boil, so where the bubbles are coming out, and get about like a 10-minute timer set, and then just turn the temperature down so it's on a rolling boil, so it's not bubbling like crazy, it's just a little bit. So that's going to go really quickly, so I can set my timer. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer.
10 minutes, starting now.
So I know when Alexa tells me in 10 minutes that it's done, I can take them out and let them cool down. Now that the eggs are all boiled up, or like this, all ready to go, you need to empty them out into a sieve or a colander for them to cool down. There's a reflection of me. And that can go over there. And then you can do it in either two ways. If you've got time, you can just let them cool down naturally, or if you need to, you can cool them down just under some cold running water. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so now that we've got our eggs done and they're cool, I've got them out already, so I'm gonna break them, but straight away I'm going to put them into the Tupperware. I'm going to mix them all together with a little bit of mayonnaise, salt and black pepper, and then that'll be the Tupperware that I keep them in. It just saves washing up. I'm really lazy and I hate washing up, that's why I've got the dishwasher, but yeah. So to break the egg down, just tap it all around, and if I bring it close enough that it focuses, you can see that it's breaking in little fragments. So all you've got to do now is just pull those fragments off, and if the egg's too hot, just leave it to cool down. This is absolutely fine. I run this under the cold water, so it's all ready to go. And what's really good about our eggs is we feed them majority corn. So the yolks are really vibrant yellow. And I would encourage you, if you're going to buy eggs, try not to buy eggs from a supermarket. Try and get eggs from somebody local to you, because they'll be a much nicer quality, and they'll probably live in much better conditions. And it's just the nicest thing to do. So there's our egg. It's going to go in there, and then I'm going to get the next 2 done, and then we're going to mash them up. Okay, so now that we've got the eggs all deshelled and in our little thing, we just need to break them all up before we do anything else. See that lovely yellow yolk, not oak. There we go. You can give them just a good break around. Okay, so we have some like scrambly egg, basically. What I'm going to do now is add in, mine's vegan mayo, but that's, you use whatever mayo you have at home. That's only about just over a teaspoon, if you can see that. Now a mistake that people make with egg mayonnaise, they put far too much mayo in it. Because really, you don't want to be tasting the mayonnaise, it's the egg, that's that beautiful egg that you want to be tasting. So put some in, and you can always add more. Once it's in there, you can't take it out. That's not something you can break apart again. So I would say I would like a little bit more mayo. So a bit less of a teaspoon that time. It's looking better already. And now, once again, just want to dash with pepper. And then trick with table salt, which I've just got, pour it in your hand first, and then you can just sprinkle it out, because again, if you put too much salt in, you're done, you can't really do anything with it. And then give it a good stir around. And the most important part, do our taste test. It's delicious. I'm going to put a tad more salt in, and then we're done. So there's probably enough egg mayonnaise there, again, for 2 days worth of packed lunches. Yeah, and if you wanted more, you could make more. It'll certainly last 3 days again, like pretty much everything else we've made. So there's another example of some healthy lunch. Okay, so here is our finished sandwich. Now I've chosen to put rocket in it. I love rocket because it's really peppery, and the older it gets, as long as it's still crunchy and it hasn't gone like mushy and horrible, the more peppery it becomes. So actually it's a great addition to an egg sandwich, or obviously cress is really good as well. Yeah. Salad I haven't spoken about at all, but obviously like with the quiche, you could have salad in that, and salads are so simple to make. Put loads of seeds in there, put like dressings on it. You know, salads you can make so beautiful with like grated carrot, you can get cheese through it. So many amazing things you can do with salads, and they're so simple to do. So I hope that's given you a few different examples of what to do. I'm gonna try this. Not rocket. Just makes it incredible. I'm going to go and eat this now. And I will talk to you a bit later on today.